Hi and welcome to Visual C++ data entering form. Now let me show you guys how it works. Here we have a search engine. We can always search. Let me search for this very name, Felix. There we go. We have one Felix on board and we can refresh. There we go. Let's search for another name. Let's say we search for Tony. We seems to have two Tony Montana there, and it's actually all of the same data with different reference number. Okay, let's refresh, which means we can always delete Tony Montana, one of the Tony Montana information. Let's look for the latest. Okay, it's actually all the same, so let's just come in here and delete. Yes, we've deleted Tony Montana there. Okay, the other thing that we can do is we can update the value that we have inside the system, but first thing first, let's clear everything and let's enter other details. Let's say the name is Mike, or the registration number. Let's enter the reference number first, and the name is Mike Moore House. Right, address of Mr. Moore House, and let's say that it's Beans Lane. There, and telephone number. Registration date. There we go. And proof of ID, passport, and date of birth. I think we can say he was born that very day. Membership, annual member, and there we go. So all I need to do is if I click on add, we should be able to see his details right underneath there. There we go. Okay, let's see Mike. Oh, there we go. That's him right there. Okay, if I click on this now, that's Sally, and here that's Mike. Okay, so we can also update. Let's look at another name here. Let's go to John. Okay, here we have John Jason, and let's assume the name is John Jonathan, so we can always just change that to Jonathan and just click on updates. Take a good look at this very surname here, Jason. Hit that. There we go. It's now Jonathan. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual C++ development environment, and let's put one of these together. Hi and welcome to Visual C++ data entering form. I'm going to start by clicking on create new project. Now let's select Visual C++ here. That's it. Click on that and click on next. And right here, just give your project a name. I'm going to call it CPP data entry there, and I'll then click on create. There we go. Our development environment is ready. I'm now going to click on the Solution Explorer there. Let's pin it down. Right here on the Solution Explorer, you see the name of your project. That's the name of mine. Okay, make sure it's highlighted. Select these properties. Click on that. And right here, this dialog box pops up. And the first place, if you're using Windows 32, then that's fine for you. But in my case, I'm using 64, so I'm going to change that to 64. You see where we have configuration manager. I'm going to make sure that is this one should be 64 as well, since I'm using 64, and this will be configuration will be on debug. The platform will be 64, and that is it. I can close that. Now back in here, let's select linker. Look at it. If you can't find your linker, sometimes it might be like this. Just drop it down and select linker. Right inside the linker, you now want to select system Now go to subsystem folder, click on that, drop it down, and let's select Windows subsystem. There. Now go back to your link right here. Let's select advanced. Right inside the advanced where you see the entry point, you can give that a name. I'm going to call my main. Click on apply and then click on OK. There. Now back again to this, to your project name. I'm going to right click on mine and let's select add new item. And right here inside the new item, or this dialog box, add new item, I'm going to select UI. Then let's select Windows Form. The Windows Form selected, the name is myform.h. I will click on add. There we go. The form is now coming up. We will end up with an error, but that's no problem. There we go. The window has opened up. In C++, you have to create your own form. And there's a forum. The details of this forum will be added to the description area of this very video. So let me show you guys the forum. There we go. This forum that shows you the process that I've just carried out so far. Okay, this is where I am now. I've done that. Now I've done this. This is completed as well. Main. Let's come down here. This is done. And the name of my project, the form name, myform.h. I am right here now. And for me to be able to generate my form, what I need is I need these lines of codes. So you guys will need that as well. So open up the lines of code, copy, make sure it's copied, copy it. I'm going to minimize that. Right, double click on myform.cpp, this very one. Okay, for you to be able to paste the lines of code, double click on myform.cpp. There we go. And right underneath myform.h, I'm going to paste the lines of codes. I will have an error. I now need to enter the name of my project, which is CPP Data Entry. Come in here, highlight this, enter CPP Data Entry. It's case sensitive, so you must enter it exactly right. You see that? That's gone. This is just a comment telling you what to do. There. So I've taken care of that. Delete that. So my form is officially ready. If I click on run, we should be able to see my form. But the problem is my form is not here yet. So I'm going to have to close the whole system to refresh it and reopen it again. So let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. And right there, that's my program there. That's my form. Okay, so I'm going to close that. And for me to be able to open up that very form here, for me to be able to open up the form here, I'm going to have to close that so that I can see, or so that I'll be able to gain access to the form. It's more or less like refreshing the program. So I'm going to close that. There we go. And right there, that's my program. So there we go. That's my form now. Look at it right there. Double click on the form. Now the form is building. The form is ready for you to be able to see the form. Click on design. That is your form right there. Now make sure the form is selected. Let's go straight to the properties and let's just enhance the look of our form. My form is going to be 1386 by 788. Press enter. That is my form. So I can minimize this for now. Okay, let's just minimize it all. Then I'll come straight to the toolbox here. Right inside the toolbox, I need as follows: panels. I'm going to have one panel here, and let me change the properties of this panel to border style. I'm going to make that fixed 3D. That's fine. Okay, now that that is done, I'm now going to copy that across. So first thing first, just go copy it all the way. Okay, now copy this very one, hold on to your control, we need 1 and that's 2, making 3. So this very one here, I'm going to drag it that much, and this other one here, this is going to be for my button, just like any other of the data entering form I created in other programs. So drag this that much. There we go. Now the next thing we want to do is to add as follows. We're going to add some buttons here in the middle. So there I will add one button there, and this very button I'm going to enhance the look of that same button. Come in here, let's just make that bold. Make it bold, let's say about 20. If it's too much, I may have to reduce that. And that is going to be known as admin. And the button itself will have a variable name of btn add new. Okay, let's copy this button across. Hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2. I think I'm going to need maybe about 6. And there. So these are the ones I'm just going to change the details around. Okay, I'm going to change the details of these. Let's pin this down. I'll change that to btn exit. And let's come down here and we just change this to exit. And this very one, this one will become, let's call this reset. And this is btn reset. There we go. And here I'm going to make that delete, btn delete. And do the same thing for this delete. Right, let's call this maybe update. And that will be btn update. There. Now up here I'm going to add the following. So that will be labels and text box. But let's see here, we can add combo box here. No, this is a data grid view here. There we go. And just bring it down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's taken care of. Now let's move on. Now up here we add labels. Label and text box. Let's change their details. That will be, let's change that to maybe about 20 as well, or maybe 18. Yeah. And this is going to be reference number. Let's see, maybe ref number. There we go. So that's fine. And I'm just going to copy these across. So let's hold on to the control, click, drag, click and drag, and one more down here. I'm going to need about 3 here. Here we go. Drag this along. That's going to be for my address. Then I just need just 1 here. Click and drag underneath here. And up here I'm going to need date time picker. Date time picker. There we go. Into that here. And underneath I need 2 combo box. Combo box. 1 and 2, and we just click enter their labels here. There. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come in here and change the details individually so that it becomes date, okay, and so on. Okay, and this one is going to be member type. Okay, I'm going to speed that up, guys. Okay, this is how the interface looks now. So let me even run it so that you guys see what I'm talking about. And there we go, guys. I may have to maybe move this one around, maybe bring this search somewhere here, but that's how it's looking. Now let's enter some, we have some details here ready, but in here, let's see, I have nothing in there, member type, and I have nothing for the fees as well. So you will see how I've taken care of this for those guys who are new to programming in C++. It's very similar to C# or Visual Basic. So I'm just going to make sure the object is selected. Let's come right here, pin this down. I want to change that. Member type will be maybe weekly member, monthly, and let's go for annual membership or quarterly. Okay, we just change that to quarterly and annual membership. There we go. We have 4 different types of membership there: weekly, weekly, monthly, and so on. Okay, here let's enter the fee. Okay, weekly will be, let's make that about 25 pounds. And monthly, we can make that about, this monthly, let's see, monthly will be about 100. Let's try that again. And quarterly, we can make that 300. Okay, and this will be 1,000. There, 1,200. I'll get rid of this. There we go. Click on OK. That's it. All of that is taken care of. So let's run it and see how that looks like. There we go, guys. So that is it. Right, that's fine. Now the interface is ready for programming, so let's take care of one thing now. Okay, for my database to be able to work, I need to now embed MySQL. So make sure you select the Solution Explorer. Let's get rid of this. Select the Solution Explorer. Right inside the Solution Explorer, come straight to the reference. Right click on the reference and let's select Add Reference. Now this dialog box pops up. Make sure this assembly here is selected. And right here where we have the search, type in MySQL. There we go. There. Okay. Now let's select MySQL Database. Make sure the check button, the check component here is checked, and click on OK. There. MySQL should appear here now. There we go. That's it right there. Alright. Now before I go any further, I'm now going to go straight into MySQL and let's create a table. So click on MySQL. Okay, I'm going to start work with my SQLs. I believe you guys know how to create a database on MySQL. I'm now going to click on the workbench here. So let's enter my password there. There we go. Let's just click on OK. Okay, I'm going to click on schema right here just to create a new table or a new database. I'm going to call my database, let's say membership. There. And I'll copy that. I'll call the table membership as well. Let's click on apply. And I'm going to click on apply again. There we go. Finish. And right here I should be able to see my membership. Look at it right there. Let's close that. That's it right there. Let's open up the membership. And here on the table, right click on the table. Let's click on create table. There we go. And that table, I'm going to call it membership right there. Now, see where I have column name. Click on column name. The first member is going to be ref number. That's for my reference number. And for the reference number, I'm going to have primary key, and this must be a value in there, and here make that unique. Now the next one, the next column, I'm going to enter first name. So that's 45, okay, 45 characters. That's the data type in there. In here, the data type is numeric or integer. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's go for another one. The other one I'm just going to call that surname. So the reason why I'm showing you guys how to create a database is for the beginners, because I know most of the advanced learners and intermediate learners, you guys know what you're doing. So for the beginners, this is an opportunity for you to just get your hands on using MySQL. So next is mobile phone. Then after the mobile phone, I'm going to enter, let's call that reg date. Okay, reg uppercase date, then followed by proof of ID. Proof of ID, that can be anything, so that's going to be character as well. Press enter. Then the next one is going to be member type. Member type. I think for member type I should enter date of birth first. Cut that off, DOB. And after that I'm going to enter member type. Member type. Now after the member type, finally I'm going to enter member fees. There we go. There. Let me check my system and see what I have in here. I have date of birth, member type. Okay, the only bit I didn't enter is the search, so that's fine. Alright, that's okay. So we're just going to click on apply. There we go. Right there. Okay, if we want to add anything, we can just click on that and add whatever we want to add. For now, to add something, all you need to do is come straight to the table. Drop the table down, select member and click on that as the table. Then we can add whatever we want to add in here. In total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns, so that's fine. I'm not going to add anything. Let's add it straight on my program. So that is taken care of. So let's come back to the program here. To start with, I'm going to double click on exit. And right inside the procedural area, I'm going to enter system. That will be column windows. And we want the form there. Column forms. And that form, column, let's get the dialog result. That is the data type. This very data type, I'm going to give it the following. That is the name of my data type. The variable that I've just declared is called iExit. So copy that and just paste it right underneath here. iExit equals message box. message box column dot show. Now, right in here, I'm going to enter the following speech mark, confirm if you want to exit. There, that is my first argument. I'm going to enter another argument, enter comma, and in here I'm just going to call it data entering form. Comma the field, comma, let's enter another argument. This is going to be message box button. Message box button dot yes or no. Okay, message box button dot yes or no. Then the other argument is going to be comma message box icon. There we go. And that is going to be dot. No, that should be column, not a dot. Column, question mark. There we go. And that's why we're having this error here. So let's correct that anyway. So that should be column. There we go. If we say column, we should be able to get the right. Yeah, there we go. That is it. Now that we enter that, we now use an if statement to validate the option selected. If I exit equals, I think that is equals. Let's see, dialog result. If it's going to take that from me, dialog result. And I'm going to settle for equals. Yes. Let's see what's going to happen with that. And enter curly braces. So I'm just going to say application dot exit. There. As you can see, I have an error here. So I'm just going to complete it all anyway. I'm just trying it out to see if it's going to work. So it's going to be all of this. Let's copy it all. Paste that there. There we go. Alright. So in here, oh, there should be a semicolon here. Oh, let's see. This might work. Let's get rid of this and see what's going to happen. Cut. Yeah, it works. It's just the semicolon. No, it didn't work. It's not just the semicolon. Undo that. Right. I think it works this way. Alright. That's fine. That takes care of my exit button. Alright, the next ones. Wait a minute. Supposing if I have an error, let's use try catch. Try. Why not? There's no harm in trying. So come in here, enter another curly braces there, and come right down here and just say catch. Catch exception, and that is going to be use the following. Close that, come out of it. Let's enter curly braces there. Let's do something so that you guys can see it all. Alright, so in here I'm just going to enter a message box. In this case, my message box is going to be as follows. Paste that in there. Bring this message box up here. And the next thing I want to do now is here, instead of question, I'm going to change that to information. Click, and that is it. Let's select information there. And here, instead of all of these, I'm going to get rid of them and just say ex column message box. That will be message box. Yeah. No, it's not column. It is dash message box. There we go. Okay, so from here I declare my variable here and I take it all the way down here. That is my exit. I'm going to run that and let's see how that works. Okay guys, let's try out the exit. Click on that button. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. There. And that is how we take care of exits. And now let's take care of resets. So I'm going to come in here. Let's double click on reset. There we go. And right there, instead of just resetting it, I'm going to first of all enter try cache. I might as well just copy all of this, copy that and paste that right underneath here. There. And right in here, I'm going to enter as follows: txt reference number dash text, and that will be equals to nothing. So I'm going to repeat the same thing. Let's copy this to fasten of the development. So the next one is going to be txt first name, paste that, txt surname, paste, txt search, txt address, paste. And what else do we have? We've taken care of all of this. We need mobile phone and so on. So let's go back in there. Txt mobile, paste. Then we have txt the date, yeah, paste. Let's see, txt, what else do we have txt for? I have all of these in place already. Search, I already have search up there. Okay, what is left is cmb. Okay, let's stop guessing. Come in here, what are the names? What's the name of this one? Oh, cbo. Okay, and this one will be cbo as well. Yeah, back in there. cbo, remember there. cbo, paste cbo, proof of ID there. And the next thing we have a date time pico. So let's see date and time. Date time pico. There we go. And that will be dash reset time. Reset. Then there will be t time. But reset text, yeah. There. Okay. I think that's all there is to it. There we go. So reset is taken care of. So let's go back to design. Okay, let's take care of this so that when I click on this very component here, all of the data that is here should display or should be displayed on any of all of these components. So let's come in here first. So make sure data view selected, drop that down, drop the properties down. I'm going to now come into, let's go into the layout. Yeah, there we go. Inside the layout, you see where we have auto size column. So I want to fill up that. So fill. Make sure you set it to fill, else your data will not fill up the data grid view. Now let's double click on this or select it, and let's go back to the properties. We now want to come into where we have the events. On the event, we want to pick on cell click. Where is it? Cell click. Let's change that and go back to the event. Cell click. There we go. Double click on that. Right, inside the cell click there, let's press enter. The first component is going to be txt ref, and this txt ref dot text, and that will be equals to data grid view 1. Copy and paste that. Data grid view 1 dash selected rows that would be square bracket dash cells and square bracket 0 for the very first one. Dash value dash to string, and enter column, then semicolon there. There we go. That's the first one. Okay, I have a couple more. In total, I have that. So maybe I should just copy all of this. Let's copy it all. No, copy all of this from here. I just paste it in here and change things around to speed up your process. Okay, let's come up here now. So I'm going to copy this, copy, and replace it with that. See, it's faster now. But it has to be in order. Okay, with the case of this, yes, it's going to be the same. This will be text here. There. Now we need to change the cells number, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. There we go. I think the arrangement is wrong because I just recalled that this one is no. I'm going to get rid of this. It's not even meant to be there because I will not be populating that. This is fine. So that should be number 3. And what about mobile? Let's come in here. Mobile is number 4. Rage edit before 5 and 6 proof. Okay, mobile 4. Rage edit 5. Proof of ID. That will be 6. Grab this. That will be 6. And let's check out the others. So that might be 7, 8. No, this should be around 8. There. Okay. That is it all done. But this should have been member fees instead of member number. Let's change it to fees. Yeah, that error is gone, and in here as well, member fees. And that error should disappear. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that is fine now. Okay, I'm now going to go straight inside the code. Okay, come up here and now want to declare or call the following libraries. That's going to be using namespace. This namespace is going to be MySQL. There we go. I will say column data column MySQL client. There we go. There. That should take care of that. Now the next thing is right underneath here. Now I want to call each of my connectors. So I'm going to say MySQL connection that will be equals to SQL con equals garbage collector new MySQL. And there we go. That's the very first one. The second one is going to be for the command. So let's come in there, paste that twice, and this one is going to be command. And this will be command as well. And here I'm going to make that, let's change that to data table, and this will be data table as well. Now the next one is going to be MySQL. Let's change the name of this. This is going to be command, and this is going to be data table. I'm going to make that DT, and this one is going to be MySQL data adapter. Yeah, that's correct. MySQL data adapter, and now we just change this to DT A uppercase data adapter. Copy and paste that right here. There. And I'm going to declare one more. That's going to be MySQL data reader. There. MySQL data reader, I'll just call it SQL RD. There we go. Now all taken care of. Okay, let's now create a function. Maybe let's go right down here. Okay, just after all of my component declaration. And now I'm going to enter as follows. So that's just going to be for my, let's copy this. That's going to be the connector for my database. So let's say private column system column. And I'm just going to call that membership DB and enter curly braces. So let's say SQL connect. That will be equals, that will be dash connection string, and this connection string is going to be as follows. The first is database, no, data source. Let's make that data source. Data source, and the data source equals, that will be local, equals localhost, enter semicolon. Right. The next one is, I'm going to enter the port equals 3306 and username equals root column, and we have password. I'm going to make the password C, okay, C, yeah, column, and my database database equals, I think it's called membership. Right. Now close that up. Okay, let's take care of this error. We're just missing out an equals there. Okay, that should take care of that. That's fine. Right. Now, the next thing we want to do is to open up the connector here. So I'm going to copy that and come right down here. Let's say open. There. Next thing is, once that is open, we now need the command. Let's enter semicolon here. We need the SQL command, and the SQL command is going to be dash connection and what we want you to connect is whatever is open here. There. That is wrong. That should be command. That's a D here. Yeah. Okay. Now, what do we want? Oh, we need an equals here, not an arrow. Equals. Now, the next thing is we now want to use SQL command dash command text and equals select all from membership. Select all from membership. There we go. That's the name of my database, membership. It should be that in there. Now let's get the reader to carry out some executions. If SQL read equals SQL command dash execute reader semicolon. Now SQL DT dash, we now want you to load up. Load, and after that we now want you to open up whatever we have inside read. And the next thing is let's close the reader. We have an error. I'm going to have a look why we have that error, but first thing, let me just close the reader first. There. And what else do we need to close? I need to close this very connector here, and that will be closed. Now let's open up my data grid view. Data grid view 1, and that will be dash data source, and the source of the data will be from SQL data table. There we go. Now let's see why we have this error. The error starts from here, so I'm going to take it up. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I'm missing out the art. Yeah, this is the problem. Yeah, that's all there is to it. So let's come right down. I think the error is gone. Yeah, the error is gone. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call this membership DB. I'm going to call it inside my form load. I think I saw it somewhere up here. Initialize. Form initialize somewhere up. There we go. Or is it right here? Or yeah, here. I can delete all of these. Paste that in there. And enter semicolon. Okay, let's try this out. I'm just going to click on that, although there will be nothing there. And there we go, guys. There is nothing in there. That's the Let's go back in there. Okay, that is the database. Let me show it to you guys one more time. Okay, as you can see, I have an error here because I did not enter try catch, so I'm going to take care of that anyway. So let's end that and let's run it again one more time. There we go. Okay, now let me explain why I have an error. If I click on here, there's not going to be any error because the system is assuming there's the details of every single candidate, or the details of an individual candidate will populate these components here. Okay, but because I did not enter try catch, if I click on any cell here, there will be an error. You see that? So let's take care of that very error. So I'm going to come up here, just type in try. There we go. And I'm going to copy this cache here and paste it right here. And guess what? If I rerun it again, there won't be any more error. The only error will be an error message from the system itself. So let's run it and see one more time. There we go, guys. Click on this very column, everything is fine. Click on here, look at the error message that will pop up. There we go, it's telling me it's out of range. Okay, that's fine. So that is taken care of. Now I'm going to do one more thing. Let's add one more function before we go any further. So let's come right here. Our previous function is right there. And I'm going to just, the other function I want to add now is just going to be a refresh, or yeah, okay, I'll call it refresh. So let's come down here and enter another function that is going to be known as refresh DB. Refresh DB. Let's correct that. There. And inside refresh DB, there we go. Come right down here. So right inside refresh DB, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the database link right here, copy it all, and maybe I should even paste it inside try. So if there's any error, that will be taken care of. Paste that in here, and let me copy my cache. There. Just paste it right here. Okay. So right here, instead of opening up, I'm going to ask you to connect. So let's say connect or connection. Alright, let's just say type it out, connection. Oh, that should be connection for mine. Okay. Yeah. So that should be command. I will want the command to connect. Connect. Okay, connection. There we go. The connection is to connect straight into the SQL con right there. There. Now the next thing is I'm going to call my variable. I'll call that string equals, let's go for txt ref dash text. Now after that, I need my, let me call this MySQL. I can even copy it way up there. Where is it? That is it. Copy all of this instead of retyping the whole lot. Copy it and come right down here. Where is the, there we go, right here. Just paste and bring this right down. Cut that off, and this is down here. Okay, so I now have my data adapter there, and inside this my data adapter I want to use my selection statement. So I'm going to say select all from what is the name of my database, that is the membership. Copy it all and paste membership right here, and I'm just going to put speech mark there and SQL com. There we go. Alright, then the next thing is, let me get rid of this. I'm not going to be using it anyway for now. Now the next thing I want to do is my my table, data table equals this very data table, and I need it down here. So first thing first, I need this very one, that is the data adapter. The data adapter, I want it to fill in whatever we have inside data table. And after that, I want everything inside here. Every single data, I want it in here. And how do we get there? We want to get there through SQL DT. There we go. So that should take care of my resets or refresh. So this should be SQL, and this should be just that. Okay, so that takes care of the refresh there. I can now call this refresh any way I want. But one thing is, I don't have a button here. Maybe I should create a button for refresh. So let's come in here and just create one button. Maybe paste that in here and get rid of this. Yeah, let's do it that way. Get rid of that and bring, no, not that. We need something that will say refresh. Okay, get this, copy this, paste it right here. Yeah, that's fine. And this, and that will be search. Search will be right over there, and this will become refresh. And that means we have to change the name. Okay, take this over there, bring this here. This has a name already, and this will become refresh. Yeah, and that is SQL refresh. BTN refresh, I mean. There we go. And double click on this, press enter, refresh DB. There. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now let's take care of the other buttons. Okay, I'm going to take care of this search. Let's come in here, change the event, and let's go straight to key press. Double click on key press. Okay, minimize that and press enter, and I'm going to create try catch in there, and let's grab this message, paste it underneath here. Now here, let's enter as follows: if e dash, okay, if e dash key press or key char, not key press, key char equals character 13 there. So what we want this system to do, let's enter what we want it to do. Then let's have a data view, and this very data view, let's give it a variable of dv equals SQL dt data table dash default view. Now dv dash row filter, there we go, that's row filter there. We don't want the row filter to be just a string column format. And I want to search with the first name. You can search with any other thing you want, but I want to search with first name. But like anything that is similar to the first name, enter apostrophe, double apostrophe there, then double %, double curly braces, and right here that curly braces should be in here. There we go, and inside the curly braces I'm just going to enter 0 there. There we go. Then right out here enter comma, and where are we session from? We session from txt slash anything inside txt slash dash text. There we go. Enter a column there, and the result of our search should be displayed inside the data grid view or through the dt here, and the dt is dash to table. There we go, via the table there. And that's all there is to that very one. I'm going to copy it and just use it for the button right beside it. And let's go straight to the button. Double click on the button and paste that same lines of code in here. But this button, because it's using click events, that's it right there. I'm not going to be using this because this is carriage return event, so get rid of that. So that is fine, but we won't know if it works or not, okay, until we enter some data in there. And to enter data in there, I'm going to go back in here. So we have to be able to enter the SQL query in here so that we can add whatever data we have in here straight onto the grill. But for now, let's just run it. Okay, that is it. You can see that there's nothing happening. Let's try this out because we haven't entered anything in our database. But let's see if the reset works. Yeah, that works. So the ones I need to take care of now is 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to start to work with the add, update, and delete, and that'll be all. Let's take care of those. So let's go back in here and double click on update. Okay, instead of the update, let's double click on add new. Now for the add new, before I go any further, let me just copy some stuff here instead of reinventing the wheel. So I'm going to copy all of these. Let's copy that up to connect and up to MySQL here. I can even copy it all, then just delete what I don't need. Copy, come right down here where we have our add new, paste, and there we go. So what I'm going to do now before I go any further is, you see this very one, I'm going to copy it, or maybe just cut. Yeah, let's leave it where it is. I'm going to add try cache in there, and let's copy this to our try cache statement here. I will move all of this in there for now, but I'm still going to delete a lot, if not all. Paste that in there, and here you see the command statement I do need that. So I'm going to change this to insert into membership. Let's go for the ID. But on my database I call that reference ID, so I'm going to change that to ref number. I think, let's see. Okay, it's called ref number, so drop that down. So open up a bracket. First one is ref num, comma, first name, comma, surname, and comma, I think I have address, comma, what else do I have? Let me have a look. I have address, mobile phone, reg date, mobile, then reg date, and what else do we have after reg? Proof date of birth, comma, proof DOB, comma, member type, comma, and member number. There, those are my columns. Okay, now, alright, I'm now going to add value in there, but what I'm going to do is, let me come in here, okay, and here I'm going to delete this for now. Delete that, I don't really need it. I will also delete this, but I would need my refresh DB, I call that. Okay, there, and my database connector, let's see, where is it? It's right here. I think, did I call it membership DB? I'm going to need that as well. Come right down here and just paste that there. That's just to refresh the old system for me. There we go. Alright, I'm going to leave the rest. No, I'm going to delete this as well. I don't need to read that for now. Okay. Now underneath here we're going to need value. So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to close that first. It's closed, and I will add, so that you guys can see it anyway, what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to come in here, add that. Let's add plus, press enter. Okay, and come in here, add fish mark, and right underneath here. Now I can even create some space for you guys to see what is on each column. Now you can see it properly, and do the same thing here. And right underneath here, I'm going to press enter, and let's enter value. Values, and let's open up the value. We enter an apostrophe quote and press plus, then that will be txt reference. That's the very first one. Txt reference dash text. That's the very first one. I'm going to say plus quotes, apostrophe, then we have comma, apostrophe, quote, and a plus. There. I'm going to copy this because I will need it for others. Now the next thing that we need is txt first name dash text. Now paste what I've copied, followed by the surname, txt surname dash text, paste. Good, looking good. Now the next one, I don't know if the next one we have enough room. That's just address. Say yeah, we should have enough room. So that's going to be txt address dash text. Okay, I'm going to paste that, and I'll just press enter so that we have enough room for the rest. Now the next one that we want to enter after address is mobile phone. Txt mobile dash text. There. What else do we need? We have mobile. Now reg dates. What did I call reg date here? And here let's see reg date. Okay, txt reg date. Let's go back in there. So reg date is going to be txt date reg dash that will be text. And we now have that. We now want proof. The proof of address has cbo proof dash text. There. After the proof of address, we have date of birth. I think that is no, date of birth is not txt. Let's come here and see. Okay, that's the date of birth, really. So the date of birth is date time picker. Okay, let's go back in there. That is date time picker. That will be dash text. There. Date time picker dash text. Paste that in there. And finally, no, it's not finally. We have 1, 2 more. Okay, cbo type dash text plus cbo fees dash text. There we go. I will just need to enter plus, come right here, quotes, apostrophe, close the bracket, close. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Alright, before we can run it, we now need to change this very one. The command should be execute non-query. So that is going to be dash execute non-query and enter semicolon. Okay, so I'm going to try it out now. Click on run. Okay, let's try this out. I'm going to enter whatever reference in there, and the name, I'm just going to enter my name and address number 1 Goldstown. Mobile number, registration dates, let's make that today, and proof of address or proof of ID. Now here, okay, let's call that date of birth. Let's change that. And let's come down here, annual member, and there. So let's click on add. Okay, unknown column, member number. What did I call it? I have to go back in there. Let's see. I call it member fees. Oh dear. Okay, let's go and change that to member fees instead of number fees. Alright. Okay. I'm going to exit out. Exits. Alright. Let's go back in there. And right here, that is my error here. It's meant to be member fees. There. Okay. I think hopefully I must have taken care of the error. Let's run it again. Let's try that out again. That is going to be there. And let's say the name is now Tony. And right here we have Montana. Address of Montana. Let's call that Little Venice. Yeah. London. And in here, that's the Montana's phone number, registration date, proof of ID, passport, and date of birth. Let's change that up. Let's make up something there. Let's say weekly membership. There we go. And click on add. There we go. Look at that. Look at Montana right there. Yeah, it's working, guys. Okay, let's add a new data. I'm going to click on reset. Says or the reference number is that, and the name is Paul. Let's come down here and enter surname. And address is number 1 Gorestown. Mobile number and date of registration is 17/05/2000. Proof of ID, pilot license, and date of birth. Let's come down here and just maybe change this around. Let's enter something else there. And here, member type, annual member. There we go. Click on add. There, we have 2 datas in there. That's nice, guys. So let's take care of, let's do one thing first. Let's try out our refresh. I'm going to search for Tony. Click on search. There we go, that's Tony. And let's see if the refresh works. There, you see that, guys? Let's search for Paul. Search. And let's refresh. There. So we now need to work on update and delete. That's good. It's working, guys. Alright, that's good. The program is working. So let's continue work with the update and delete. So I'm going to exit out. Yeah. Now, back in here. Okay, let's double click on update. There we go. I'm going to copy some data in here. Let's come in here. Where is it? It's MySQL connector. Yeah, I'm going to copy all of this. Okay, let's just copy it up to here. Now delete the contents that I don't want. And let's come straight to update here. That is my update procedure area. Paste that in there. And let's get rid of all of this for now. So delete that. That's all of this. There we go. All gone. Now, in here, the first thing I want to do is let me call this is string ID Let's try that again. ID that is equals to txt ref dash text. There. That's my very first variable declared. The second one is going to be surname, first name and surname. Paste. That's going to be first name. And followed by surname. There we go. Okay, let's just copy this for the rest. I think in total I have about 10. We have up to here now, and the next one, let's see what we have it there. Okay, we have mobile number, date, reg or reg date, and proof. So let's come in here. Alright, we need to change this to reg date. txt reg date. Okay. And the next one is going to be that is SQL proof. There. Then we have CB. No. Yeah. Okay. CBO. You can always rearrange it anyway. That's date. Yeah. Type of ID. We have type of ID, then type of membership, and here is going to be CBO fees. Okay. Then we have the date of birth. That is data. I think time picker. No, is it time picker? Date and time picker. Yeah. There we go. Right. And just one more. Okay, we have date of birth. Date of birth. TXT. There. Okay. Is it TXT? Let's check. Yeah, I think I already have this. So I think I may have it all. I think what is missing is the mobile number. Mobile. Right. Mobile should be way up here somewhere. Cut that off. I think it's right underneath here. Okay, and this. Cut that off. It's right here. Yeah. Okay, and that's all there is to that. So we need to I'm just going to have a quick look and make sure the arrangement is in order. But first thing first, I need to change all of this. This will be called mobile, else there will be an error again. And this is dates. It's got to be the names I have on my columns. So let's see the columns really. Alright, there they are. Just copy it. I will use that as a guide. Let's paste that here. I can always delete it later on. Okay, now I have a solid guide. Alright, the first one is the second one, surname, address, mobile, date, reg date, registration date, proof. Right. After that, date of birth. Copy. Paste this here. Okay, after date of birth, member type. And member fees. There we go, everything is in order, so I can delete this. Okay, that's good. Alright, the next thing we want to do now is to add some SQL statements so that the system will be able to validate whatever we have. Okay, so I'm going to use, just like I did here, let me copy this. Let's copy it up to here. Yeah, copy. Come right down here, paste it right here. Command text. So instead of insert, that is going to be update. In fact, let's just get rid of everything here. Update. Member, I think it's called membership. Yeah, membership. And let's set ID. Let's just call that ID equals apostrophe quotes. The first ID is, I think I call it ref ID, but we need to validate that ref number is called, not ref ID, ref number. Okay, and that is my very first one. There should be a plus here, and there should be a plus here as well. Okay, now let's enter speech mark here and apostrophe, and the next one is going to be first name, and the first name, say equals apostrophe speech mark plus first name. Right, that is going to be the other way around. Grab that, let's cut it off, move this one there and this one come here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright, this one is first name. After first name we have plus, then we have quotes, apostrophe, comma, and the next one is going to be surname. So what I'm going to do is I might as well just press enter. So let's just press enter from here. Now the next one is going to be address, and the address equals apostrophe, and right here plus address. There. I'll say plus quotes there. So that is what I meant to do. I've done 4 altogether. Yeah, no, 3. No, there should be surname. I'm missing out on surname, so I'm going to copy that for surname. Okay, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm done with this very one. Okay, that's it. So let's round up the whole process. I'm just gonna go up there and just copy as follows, and let's come right down here, just paste that there. Right, there we go. So that is my update taken care of. So have a good look at update lines of codes before we run it. So I'm going to click on run. Alright, let's try it out now. I'm going to just click on there and let's change the details of, maybe change this. Come in here and let's select passport and just click on update. There we go, look at that. And let's change Tony Montana. Click on Tony Montana, come in here, change that to pilot. or maybe student, whatever. Click on update. There we go. So our update is working. So all that is left for us now is to delete. Okay. There. I just added more details of Tony Montana so that I have something to delete. Let's come in here and just add more. There we go. Okay. We can even change one or two things here as well. Let's change that to annual, and that means that goes up. So update. Right. Okay, let's take care of delete now. So we'll come in here and just exit out. Right. Back in here. Okay, double click on the delete button, and right here I'm going to copy as follows, but before then I'm just going to add try cache and grab this statement here, paste that in here, and I'm going to just copy the following connectors. Let's grab all of these, right, and come right down here, paste that here. And what is the way maybe I should grab the, okay, let's just go ahead and take care of the codes anyway. But first thing, let's do this. I'm going to copy this maybe up to here. Right, let's come down here. Okay, right inside the delete, I'm going to declare as follows: string id, and that is equals to txt this dash text. There. All right. Now the next thing is I'm going to enter the command I've just copied there, and instead of update I'm going to change this to delete from membership. That will be where id get rid of this, where id is id. No, that is actually ref number, where ref num equals id. Okay, so comma SQL comma there. Now the next thing I want to do is let's get it opened. I'm going to open up my system. Let's say open up the database. Come in here, open. And SQL read equals SQL command dash, that will be read. This very one. Execute reader. Okay, we can add a message box. Let's see if I can grab one. Yeah, I can grab one here. It's right here. Let's just add a message box just to validate that we are deleting something. So let's see record deleted in there. Record deleted. There. And underneath here, I'm just going to close up everything. Copy this and close. Paste. Close. Right. And what about refresh? Okay, let's get a refresh here. to be, there we go. Alright, I think that's all there is to the delete. Okay, we have an error here, so I actually need a open bracket here, and I'm going to replace all of this with a constructor. Alright, that should take care of that problems in there for the delete. Right, so let me just run it and see how that's going to look like. Let's see. Okay, let me just run it and see. Yeah, let's run. Click on run. Alright guys, that is it right there. So let's try, let's see what's gonna happen now. So we have Tony Montana there. Okay, we have a couple of Tony Montana, so let's just select whatever I want to delete. Okay, let's take care of this delete. Yes, there we go. And let's delete this other one. Yeah, so the delete is working, update is working, and so on. And we can add more data. So I'm going to change this one to Sally Queen. And just change this whole details in here. And this as well. Membership and more. There we go. Passport. An address. Let's say number 17. Yep. York Lane, London. And there we go. So I'm going to click on add. There we go, guys. The same primary key, so we can just change that and add more. That's it guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, and I suppose you guys enjoy it. So you all have a nice day, and please do subscribe to my channel. You can always join to become a member of the channel. Bye for now.